Hello Blizzard fans, this is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between Roshambizzle and Joesus on Orbital Shipyard. I got this replay off of spawningtool.com. Actually, to be more accurate, it is LOTV.spawningtool.com, which is where they put their Legacy of the Void replays. I really encourage you to check it out, just to check out new build orders and things like that. And at the top right of Orbital Shipyard, we have the red Protoss player. It is Roshambizzle. To be honest, one of the reasons I chose to cast this game is because of this name. I love it so much. Roshambizzle. In the bottom left of Orbital Shipyard, we have the blue Terran player. It is Joesus. Kind of a fun name. Anyway, we have gas first here into a barracks. Probably a Reaper opening is what we're going to see. Are we going to see adepts from our friend Roshambizzle? And no, it doesn't look like we are going to do that at all. No gas whatsoever. The gateway is going to finish, and we're going to probably see a cyber core, but no gas. Why no gas, Roshambizzle? Protoss players need gas so much. Oh, okay. It's because he's getting an expansion. Clear the heck down here. That SCV almost dies to that probe, but no big deal. And no, instead it's going to be a Marine, and then into a factory. So a bit of a defense there from that Marine. Factory out again, probably maybe to get tanks to deal with the depths that he worries are coming. Now we get the gas and a second gateway before we actually get a cyber core. So, alright, interesting build. We'll have to see where this goes. I'll be interested to see exactly what happens. But 3 bases now for Joesus. Wow, Terran players are greedy in Legacy of the Void. They like going those 3 command centers before anything else, almost. Okay, there's a factory. There are a couple barracks and a starport, but it just feels like it's fast again because the early game is so fast in Legacy of the Void. But either way, 3 bases, wow. And this is a pretty good map to do that because this base is super protected if you zoom out. See, there's really nowhere to come into it. And this, no, did I say 3? I did say 3, it's just 2. Apologize, two bases here for the Terran player. I was wondering how he managed to get so much tech and a base there. But either way, starport is up and we are making a reactor. So we're going to have a ton of Marines. We are warping in Stalkers and Zealots. Is this actually a Legacy of the Void replay, you guys? Come on. Make some adepts, make something awesome, make something besides Marines and medevacs. And see, Liberators are right here. They're right here. You don't have enough gas for one, but that's okay. Bit of a drop on its way, I have to imagine, with that medevac out here as early as it is. Engineering bay as well. And this base is getting pretty well saturated. Okay, only 2 workers, not super fantastic. It's 40 harvesters to 29 in favor of Roshambizzle. More and more gateways coming on up. Robo Facility, Disruptors. Are we going to make Disruptors is the question. I do not know. Twilight Council as well. Just an observer for now, so no big deal. Nothing to worry about. The scan reveals some things. Not a whole lot. Not the best scan. I guess he did see there's in a 3rd base. That's pretty much all that he needs to know. Again, Protoss players are a little scared to take their 3rd until after the Terran player takes his. The probe is here to scout, but it can't get up this wall, so it kind of comes over here and says derp. Either way, let's slow things down and follow these medevacs and see what mischief they're up to. Is this all Marines? It is. It is all Marines. Do they have stim is a good question as well. I don't think they do. Nope, stim is on its way, but it's not here yet. And no combat shield either. These are fully unupgraded Marines going to come on here and try to do some damage. What is the response going to be from Roshambizzle? He has an Immortal, probably the worst unit he could have at this point to deal with this. And here we come. The Marines are going to drop right on in here. Good spread on that drop. Going to catch a lot of these retreating probes. And they do get out of there. Good reaction time, however, from a Protoss player. The answer is going to be a bunch of Zealots, a couple Stalkers, and a Sentry. I don't know if that's going to work or not. But it doesn't matter because Joesus picks up and gets the heck out of there. How many probes actually got lost? 8 probes lost in that attack. Not world-ending, but kind of a big hit at this stage in the game. Observer popping around, trying to see what he can see. There is no 3rd base again for the Terran player. It's pretty much 2 bases at this point all the way in. Marauders being researched. Again, it looks like Joesus has no interest whatsoever in making Legacy of the Void units, which is okay. Getting his 3rd command center now at the 6-minute mark, not at the 2-minute mark, as I so accused him falsely of doing earlier. The drop feeling very successful. 3rd base now coming up for Roshambizzle. Are we going to try to deny that 3rd by accident? I'm not even sure if he knows it's there, but he does now. Medevac comes on in and says, oh yes, you're going to try to take the 3rd. No, you are not. All my Marines will burn you down so fast, then force a cancel, and then just pick up and head on home. Drops, again, can be super, super annoying. What are we getting? Immortals? No Disruptor. Why on earth? Why are both these players playing like it is Heart of the Swarm? I don't understand it, to be entirely honest. But Either way, now we have 2 forges coming up. Upgrades are always nice for Protoss players, especially those shield upgrades, which keep their units alive against the DPS of the Bio Ball. Another barracks coming up because it is pretty much going to be Bio, although there is a single tank here. And more tanks being made. It's like a Marine Marauder Medevac tank push, which is interesting. Another drop. Pretty much drops all day is what we're doing from Joesus. He wants to see how we can do with these drops, see if he can pretty much just win with these drops, and at this point it looks like it might be able to. His first 2 were super effective, forcing a cancel and killing 8 probes back here as well as a pylon. Boosting on in, we drop, okay, this one is a tank, that is huge. Sieging on up, gonna catch any probes with that attack? No, instead decides to attack the pylon. This is effectively siege. Another drop over here in the main, the Marines go into town. They do have stim now. They're not really focused on anything in particular, which makes them a little bit less effective. But that is okay because this attack is massive. But the Stalkers, are they Blink Stalkers? Yes, Blink Stalkers get on in, force that attack away. This attack has killed a single gateway and a forge. And Roshambizzle is not happy, saying, "Joke, noob stuff." Well, I mean, I guess Marine drops are noob stuff, but anyway. Medevac here with that in siege mode siege tank does actually manage to drop, and they get picked up. And siege siege tank micro is a little bit to be desired. Oh, manages to kill the Medevac. The siege tank explodes into nothingness down off that cliff, and that is it. But again, neither player has taken a third yet. I don't think Roshambizzle is in a tough spot. I mean, if Joesus was really on top of things, he would have taken that third during that attack, and here it goes. He's a little bit late. To be honest, this is what I do when I play. I do a really good attack, and I totally forget to expand at home while I'm doing it. And then the attack's over, and I go back to my base, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was going to expand during that, and I didn't. So let's do it now. Better late than never, eh? So again, we do have these medevacs over here looking a little bit dangerous. Is there any defense at all in the base here? No, there is not. How many workers are on the field? 27 probes to 45 harvesters in favor of the Terran player. What are we pushing with? Again, pretty much Heart of the Swarm units. Do get scouted by the Mothership Core, and does Roshambizzle care? I don't know. He's just going to go for the base trade, it looks like. Dropping a few Marines down to snipe down the Mothership Core. There it goes, exploding into the blue flames and sparks that we know so very, very well. Zealots come in to deny this third base, and they're going to be able to do that, no problem. It doesn't even get canceled. Joesus not really paying attention to it because he's focused on dropping here in the main 2 tanks this time. An attack here on the left with these Marines. It is a full-on base race. Immortals doing tons of damage to these buildings. The Observer gets taken down by the missile turret. A little bit unfortunate there for Roshambizzle. Base trade is the only way you'll win ever, says Roshambizzle. A little bit of salt here from Roshambizzle. He's not happy at all with his Terran opponent. But he's in the production facilities. Yep, base trade it is. Base trading a Terran is scary if you don't have any air units. And that's it. Roshambizzle is defeated. Joesus is victorious. I mean, I don't know why. I feel like it would have been a fairly close base trade. I guess lifting off the command center and like floating it back here, there would have been no way for Roshambizzle to get it. He had no flying units whatsoever, right? Yeah, that's correct. So he knew what was up. He was super mad and he left. So maybe if you made some actual Legacy of the Void units, you could have won the game, Roshambizzle. How about that? Either way, this has been FalconPaladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void cast. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked what you heard today. Hit that subscribe to catch daily casts of the beta. You can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.